So this is a really quick video on how to set or reset the default apps you have set up on your Android phone. So we're going to be demonstrating this on a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus that has the latest version of Android. The instructions are pretty straightforward across the board. On some version of Androids, these things will be located in different areas, but you can kind of navigate to them using these particular instructions. You'll be in the general area. Let the download begin. So now what default apps really are applications that you would prefer to use to do certain functions on your phone. So for instance, I like using Google Chrome as my primary web browser. And normally if you get links in emails or anything of that nature, what will happen is the web browser that is set as your default web browser will be the one that opens those links or launch those particular hyperlinks that are sent in your email. And in some cases, like with Samsung phones or other phones, they'll have their proprietary web browser already set up as their default web browser for that phone. So if you wanted to go in and change that, or change what application opens PDF files, or change which application opens emails, so instead of using the main email client, you'd be using the Gmail client on the phone instead. This is going to show you exactly how to set up those preferences and kind of customize your phone to your liking. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is always go into your settings. No matter what version of Android you're in, these particular default app settings are going to be in the settings somewhere. So in this particular version of Android, we're going to go to settings, and then you're going to scroll down, and most of the time it's also going to be in applications or applications and notifications. And when you hit that, you're going to be brought into a screen that shows you all the applications that are currently stored on your phone. So in this particular version of Android, we're going to hit the three buttons on the top. You're going to be looking for default application. Older version of Android, you may be looking for something that says advanced. And in the advanced options in applications and notifications, you'll find your default applications as well. And really, this is just a list of all the default applications that are currently set up to be the application that launches when a particular action is selected. Like for instance, right now, for my web browser or my browser application, I have the Samsung Internet Browser set up as a default app. Like I said, I like Google Chrome, so I'm going to change that to Chrome. And what will happen now is any web links or anything that I click on that needs to be launched into a web browser is going to be launched via the Chrome browser, my preferred application. So if you go down the list, you have the phone app here. So I have different phone applications that are set up in the phone that you can use. You have your messaging applications. So this is the base Messenger, and then I have Google Messenger also installed. They have tap to pay. So right now I have Samsung Pay, but they have Google Pay as well. They have Android Pay. You can even change the UIs if you have a different UI setup. So I have a Nova Launcher also installed, but I'm using the Samsung One UI, so I leave it at that. You can even set your personal assistant, and of course you have your settings. So what this setting does is it set to currently ask me automatically if I want to change settings on an app when it opens. So for instance, if the app was to open up, it'll ask me, do you want to set this as your default application for opening this specific action? At that point, you can say yes or no, and then that would be set in this particular list here. Or you can just have it set automatically when you open an app with it the first time. It'll set it as the default app going forward. That way you don't continuously get prompted with that message every time you open an app. So at the very bottom, you have this set as default option. So what this does is just brings you into a list of all your applications. So this is everything that's currently installed in your phone as an application. And what you can kind of do is, if you want to get a little bit more granular with it, you can actually go through, pick an application and clear the default. Or in a case like, for instance, Facebook, I can actually go in and add supported URLs. So for instance, if I was ever to click on facebook.com or fb.com or any of these URLs that are listed here, if I was to turn on the supported web address URL, whenever I clicked on the URL on a website or in an email, it would automatically launch this Facebook application. So it actually gives you a little bit more of control on which apps launch what and the interactivity between web links and the applications on your phone. And it really does allow you that ability to set what apps you want to launch whenever you're using your internet browser versus a built-in Android application. And this is really a nice little customization feature that's available on Android that I think most people don't take advantage of, that you should take advantage of, because sometimes the experience of experiencing a website via an available application is a lot more easier and it's a lot more streamlined than looking at a mobile version of a website itself. Okay, guys, so if you have any question about setting up default applications on your Android phone, if you're running into any issue on an older version of Android, go ahead and share those questions down below the video. We'd be more than happy to assist you with getting that set up. If you have any other questions about this video, go ahead and share those in the comment section as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and until next time, peace.